From the Pope to politics, that's what a wide-ranging new poll from EWTN News and Real Clear Opinion Research surveyed. It reveals that U.S. Catholic voters highly favor Pope Leo XIV and have a variety of opinions about President Donald Trump's campaign promises. Correspondent Mark Irons has more.
From opinions on the first American Pope,
justice, peace, and that's what we want from the leader of our church,
to U.S. immigration policy.
We desperately need immigration reform. We desperately need to control our borders.
A newly released and wide-ranging EWTN News and Real Clear Opinion Research poll shows the perspectives of U.S. Catholic voters. We asked Catholics to weigh in on a range of topics, from their thoughts on public figures, politics, and the practice of their faith. The poll found the majority, 70%, have a favorable opinion of Pope Leo XIV. Just under 44% called him very favorable, while almost 27% find him somewhat favorable. U.S. Catholic voters were also asked about President Trump and his campaign promises. More than half, close to 54%, were favorable to the detention and deportation of unauthorized immigrants on a broad scale. The poll shows the percentage breakdown of those who strongly favor or somewhat favor it, and those who strongly oppose, somewhat oppose, or take a neutral position. We asked Catholic voter Jim Payne his thoughts on the detention and deportation of unauthorized immigrants.
I agree with that, but not this way.
Payne is concerned with the Trump administration's specific handling of deportations, something echoed by U.S. Catholic bishops.
There's a way to enforce these rules without violating people's dignity.
But while he has an unfavorable opinion of President Trump, the majority of those polled, 52%, have a favorable opinion of the president. When asked which of Trump's campaign promises was most important to keep, 40.5% of respondents said reducing inflation, followed next by 15.1% who prioritized the mass deportation of unauthorized immigrants. On other topics, the poll found when they were initially asked, 54% of Catholic voters favored access to in vitro fertilization.
I would say that is sadly somewhat unsurprising.
But church teaching opposes IVF. When respondents were subsequently notified about that teaching, support for IVF dropped 9 points to 45%. Catholic Martha Hammond believes Catholics should educate themselves on the church's position, which is based on respect for human life.
I feel like people definitely need to do their own research about it, because if you look into it, it's very clearly the side effects of IVF are very clearly against Catholic social teaching.
And when our poll asked about belief in the real presence of Christ in the Eucharist, the numbers indicate Catholics who do not regularly practice their faith believe in the real presence at a lower percentage, while those that do practice believe at a higher percentage. As people go to practice their faith more, go to confession, belief in the Eucharist increases. Shocking find there?
No.
Patrick Ruby, a Catholic seminarian studying to be a priest in the Archdiocese of Washington, said encountering the love of Christ in the Eucharist would naturally increase belief.
If you go to it, and the sacrament is something living, so it only makes sense that the more you participate in it, the more you have this encounter with Jesus Christ, the more that he seems real to you.
Mark Irons, EWTN News Nightly.